Jeez, dude, I look like a fucking mess. I look like a fucking mess. Jesus, dude. I had to change out of this fucking shirt, bro. I had to change the fuck out of this shirt. Let's see here. 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. What's up, y'all? I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking exhausted. And I've been considering quitting YouTube, but I don't know if I can, man. I've been telling everyone I'm gonna quit YouTube at some point, but I don't know if I can, bro. I'm fucking addicted, man. I'm addicted to this shit. I'm genuinely dead ass addicted. Yeah, man. I gotta turn these lights on, but I've been telling people I'm gonna quit YouTube at some point. But I don't think I'm going to, dude. Deep down. I say it in chats and I'll write it to people, but like, bro, I don't know if I can. I think I'm too addicted to this whole thing. What's up, y'all? What am I fucking looking for? I'm looking for, I completely fucking forgot. What's up, y'all? I tried experimenting with writing some song lyrics at one point. Like for like a Johnny Cash style song. I talk about, it's basically like a storytelling song that I wrote about how I used to, like a long time ago, I was very much in a broke type situation. I still am not very rich, right? I'm not a rich person, right? I'll admit that. But it was just bad. Like I was in a terrible situation. And I write about, one of the jobs that I got fired from. And basically it's the start to some other songs that I want to write. But how does it go? It's supposed to be like a Johnny Cash inspired song where it's sort of like a boom, 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 boom. Right? Where's the pick? Where's the guitar pick? Here's one. It's like a boom, 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 boom. Right? Like a boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka type thing. I have lyrics on my phone, though. How do I get these to a computer? I don't know. What even are the first lyrics? So I don't know what chords to start with first, is the thing. What chords I should use for the song. I have not, my friend. But yeah, I haven't decided what the chords are first. Where is it? I think it might be on the notes on my other phone. Is it? No, I don't think it is. What am I gonna do here so I can read this to you guys? I want to read it to you guys. All right, we're back. 1 second, y'all. I have to go get my computer. I'll read this to you guys. If I can find it. Where is it? Oh, my computer's right here, dude. It's right here, underneath this hoodie. But yeah, this is a song that I wrote the lyrics for that I haven't decided what chords I should use for it, what sort of rhythm there should be. I know I'm gonna use like a boom chicka type rhythm, but these are the lyrics that I wrote. Let's see right here. So if I go to docs right here, and this is sort of like an intro to what would be a bunch of songs, right? And remember, please don't judge too harshly. I suck at writing lyrics. I'm not a songwriter, right? So there's like a boom shaka rhythm, right? And it was my 10th job that year, and I was out of my mind in fear because my boss called me up and he said to me, listen up. And it was in the kindest sense, but I took it offensively since I was borderline out of my brain and about to be out of a job. He talked to me, he said, listen, dude, we got complaints since we hired you. We got complaints since we hired you, and I'm afraid we're going to need to let you go. He said there's a job down the street for pallet makers, and there's currently not many takers for those positions that I believe you'd fit. I wanted to throw down my stuff and say that's it, but there was something in me that wouldn't quit. And that's when my pointless endeavor began. And that's sort of like the intro. It's like a storytelling thing where you play a guitar over that, obvious, or under that, right? But it's a storytell. It's a story. That's the whole point, is a story. But that's what I wrote. And I don't know what to have the chords be, is the thing. So like, and the music is the whole important part. It's like half the part, bro. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've considered doing a couple of different ideas, right? Like a boom chicka with like a G. And then what we'll do is we'll go and then switch to like an E major, back, and then end on A major. Maybe we could change the bass note there to like a. So instead of that, it'd be like a. Yeah, apologize if I suck at this. I don't know. I want it. I don't want it to be like a traditional standard song that has a 1, 4, 5 or like a whatever the other ones are. Right. I want it to be something different. Obviously, I'm not gonna produce this song, right? I just wrote this for fun. But I don't know. It's just a little thing I was thinking of. What would a 1-4? A 1-4-5 would be with a G major. Would be a G, C, D, back to G, right? I'm sure you could like. Change, do some stuff. You could do some stuff with that. I'm sure, but yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm gonna have to do another very long stream sometime soon because I honestly I gotta start getting in hours again, man. Watch hours. So I gotta get back to doing super long streams again, right? We gotta get back to it. Continue the endless grind because YouTube upped the monetization requirements, right? So we're gonna have to try and maintain that. 4,000 watch hours, I already knew was gonna be pretty hard to maintain again, at least this upcoming year. But it'll be even more difficult if it's 8,000. It'll be twice as difficult. But yeah. What's that other song? This is a song by Johnny Cash that I've been trying to work on. It is called, what was it called again? Not a song, Personal Jesus. It's a different song. Not God's Gonna Cut You Down. It's, what is it again? Let me see if it pops up in my history. Johnny Cash. Nah, it doesn't. I don't know which song I was looking for. Da, 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 da. Man. So how would that go if I used like a G major boom chicka type thing? It's technically not G major. Technically, it's what is it? G sharp, because the capo is on the first fret, something like that. I don't know if I want to use this pick. This pick's gonna be impossible to sing this and play this song with. It was my 10th job that year, and I was about out of my mind in fear. And then I want a chord change there. Do I keep the same bass note? Or D lower like that? Because my boss called me up and he said, listen up. Then we go back to G, right? And it was in the kindest sense, but I took it offensively since I was borderline out of my brain. And then I want to change the bass line here. And about to be out of a job. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm sure there's gotta be something nicer you could come up to go with something like that, right? There's gotta be. It's so hard to play some of the Johnny Cash bass lines because of the way the riffs are written. Is just, if you use a pick, it can be hard. Obviously, if you play fingerstyle, it's going to be a lot easier to play Johnny Cash bass lines. So just use your thumb, right? But with a pick, it's gonna be a lot more difficult. What's up, Saint? What's going on, dude? I wrote a song. I don't plan on publishing it, right? I wrote it for fun, but I wrote a little thing that's supposed to be inspired by like a Johnny Cash type of lyric, right? It's a storytelling song. I go on a whole big long rant about a time I got fired a long time ago when I was in like an awful financial situation. All right. I don't have the chords picked out yet, but I can sing the song, and hopefully there is some rhythm to it if I try and sing it. So let's see here. And then I can show you the cards that I'm thinking about afterwards. So this is the song. It was my 10th job that year, and I was out of my mind in fear because my boss called me up and he said to me, listen up. And it was in the kindest sense, but I took it offensively since I was borderline out of my brain and about to be out of a job. He talked to me, said, listen, dude, we got complaints since we hired you, and I'm afraid we're going to need to let you go. He said there's a job down the street for pallet makers, and there currently aren't many takers for those positions that I believe you'd fit. I wanted to throw down my stuff and say that's it, but there was something in me that wouldn't quit, and that's where my pointless endeavor began. And that's like a storytelling lyric. That's the first part of the whole thing, right? That's the first, like, I guess, because I want to split it up into different songs, but that's the first part. And then I'm thinking about some different chords, but that's what I wrote, right? It's meant to be Johnny Cash inspired. Do I know how the music will go though? No, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, y'all. I don't know if I'm stressed. I've been thinking about going back to school a bit recently, because I really do. Like, if I want to go back to school, I don't have to go back to school now, right? But like, I don't know. It's not that I'm getting fed up with YouTube. It's that I don't know. I just like, I'm not gonna quit YouTube though. I definitely can't see me quitting YouTube because it's just so addictive to me. Producing content on the internet, bro. Like, it really is an addiction. It's a super big addiction for me. So but I love to do it right. You know, it's super fun. I get to talk to you guys. Right, you guys are the best. I'm super thankful for all you guys out there. And yeah, so I don't see me quitting. I know I've said in multiple streams, Saint, you've probably seen me say I'm gonna quit YouTube at some point, but I don't know, man. I try every time, and every time I try, I just fail to quit. It's like It's like I try to quit YouTube, and then I just can't. Like I try so hard, and then I just can't do it. I don't know why. I guess it's just how it is. Right. But what were the chords that I was thinking of? I was thinking of like a G major type thing. Right. So how would this go? I'm gonna sing it with no boom. There'll obviously be like a boom chicka boom chicka, but with a pick. Where's my pick? Like a boom chicka boom chicka boom boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka. Right, like thing that goes on. But yeah, so what was I thinking? I was thinking like a. Let's see here. It was my 10th job that year, and I was pretty out of my mind in fear because my boss called me. What am I gonna do next? An E major? Yes, I wish I could do the whole thing, man. It's gonna be hard with pick. I'll play it finger style first, then we'll try with a pick because I want to get it right, at least win one way. It was my 10th job that year, and I was out of my mind in fear because my boss called me up and he said, I'm reading. I don't know. I might have to memorize this first, y'all. I'm sorry. It was my 10th job that year, and I was out of my mind in fear. My boss called me up and said, listen up. And it was in the kindest sense, but I took it offensively since I was borderline out of my brain and about to be out of a job. He talked to me, said, listen, dude, we got complaints since we hired you, and I'm afraid we're gonna need to let you go. He said, there's a job down the street for, I don't know how the chord changes will go, but I'm thinking those are gonna be, some of those might be the chords that I keep, but I don't know, bro. It'll sound better with a pick too. If I play this with a pick, it'll sound a bit better. Like a. It was my 10th job that year, and I was out of my mind in fear because my boss called me up and said, listen up. And it was in the kind of sense, but I took it offensively since I was borderline out of my brain, about to be out of a job. I hit the wrong bass note there, but thank you, my friend, thank you. Yeah, I gotta figure it out. I like the lyrics, man. I like the lyrics. I think the lyrics are nice. I don't think they're that bad. Yeah, I just gotta figure out the music part, bro. I wish I was a more talented guitar player. I really do. But, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I still gotta replace that string on my Les Paul. I got these, right? This set of strings for it. I have to replace this string, the high E string, which is a 10 gauge, right? I don't know, whatever it's called. But I have to replace that. Sorry, everybody. On Les Paul, I have to do that, and then we could maybe rock out on that guitar in a little bit. Because I lowered the tuning on that guitar so much, bro. I lowered it because I wanted to play a typo negative riff, and I found out, it's probably not going to work very well unless I have a better setup with a different guitar that has different pickups. So there's something like that. I don't know. I just don't have the setup for it. So I tried retuning the guitar, and I accidentally tuned the high E string a bit too high because I was doing it faster than I should have, and I broke one of the strings because I was fucking dumbass. I'm a dumbass is why. Yeah, it'll be fine though. We'll get that guitar restringed up, right? But yeah. Let's see here. Oh yeah, dude, we went to I don't know. I don't want to. I want to talk about that because we went to a nice restaurant, like a very nice restaurant. This restaurant serves steaks that are hundreds of dollars. And we went to one of their dessert rooms, and we got to have some nice food. Am I binge eating right now? I'm probably binge eating. I don't want to binge eat. I'm trying to keep my diet on track. I worked out 30 minutes yesterday and today. I want to kind of keep that up and start eating a bit healthier. So we're gonna try and keep that regimen, right? And not not backtrack, right? But yeah, no backtracking. And dude, I cannot sleep. And this room's an absolute disaster. Again, every time. I swear I have to clean it up all the time, bro. It's the endlessly room that I have to clean up all the time. But whatever, dude. It's fine. I try and keep that room as clean as possible. Yes, I am dieting. I'm working out 30 minutes a day. I'm on a GLP-1. So we're gonna try and lose weight. I'm the lightest I've ever been in a while, and so we're gonna keep losing weight and all that whatnot, and we're going to make sure I don't end up pre-diabetic or diabetic, right? Because I do not want to end up, then you have to get treatment for that. I don't want to end up in that position, right? So I have to hit the gym. I can't not hit the gym, right? I have to. I do not have high blood pressure. I have high cholesterol. Not like diagnosed high cholesterol, but I have higher cholesterol. And it's caused me all sorts of issues. You know, when you get heavier and you have high cholesterol, it can cause all sorts of issues because the cholesterol issue, if you have high cholesterol already, like I could be skinny and I'd have higher cholesterol. So when I'm heavier, it's a big problem, dude. Why am I just roaming around and opening this fridge? I don't know, dude. My resting heart rate, I take propranolol, so it's pretty low. When I was in better shape, it was around like, I wasn't even in good shape, but my resting heart rate's probably between 60 and 80 resting, but that's because of propranolol. I take lots of propranolol every morning and every night for anxiety. Or something, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But I do take a heart medication, is the reason my heart rate is a low resting heart rate. But yeah, man, I don't know, dude. I'm addicted to YouTube. I'm addicted. It's an addiction. Don't start, y'all, because then you might get addicted to it. You might get addicted to the YouTube. Imagine you got addicted to YouTube creation, like content creation. You quit your job and you just decide to pursue YouTube content creation for your whole life. It's not good. It's not good. It's clout addiction, bro. Clout addiction is not good. Do we have anything in here? No, all we have is fucking pierogies, bro. Pierogies is all that's there. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Do I want coffee right now? Oh, there's no way I drink coffee. It's 3 a.m. There's no way I drink coffee at 3 a.m., bro. Zero shot. Zero shot. Yeah, that's good, my friend. I'm glad that I'm hoping I'm glad that those came back good and that you're fine in that regard. I'm glad. Is Drew live right now? I don't know if Drew's live right now, dude. I don't think he is. I know he was live earlier, but I don't know if he's live still. what were we having a conversation earlier about? Basically the world being fucked up. He is alive. But yeah, dude, we were having a conversation about the world being fucked up. What was the whole conversation? The conversation was like how the U.S. will lean into dystopian capitalism before it leans into socialism, and how that could become a problem in regards to wealth division. It was a whole big rant, right, about that stuff. Right, because the U.S. has a very wealth division type of history, right? Before all the wars that went on, like the middle of the 21st, or sorry, the middle of the, you guys know what I mean, the middle of the 1900s, the U.S. was very much divided by wealth, bro, for a long time. Like, that defined a bunch of stuff for forever, you know? I remember back then, didn't they not, I don't think they, I'm fairly sure they didn't have, there were no social programs by the government back, like, a long time ago, bro. And now there is, and we're having the same problem. It was like temporary solution, bro. Basically. Kinda. I don't know. If it gets worse, I could say it would be. If stuff gets worse, it will be. Yeah. Why do I keep fucking repeating myself, bro? I think I'm gonna wrap up stream, everybody. I think I'm gonna go wrap up stream. Saint, if you wanna know where I am, if Drew is live, I'll be in his live stream. But I gotta go, y'all, because I'm gonna watch Drew's stream, and then, overall, I'm gonna start heading to bed so I can actually get sleep. Because I'm up way too fucking late, bro. So I'm out, y'all.